Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check, cross, 13.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He rifles one that's intercepted.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room. I just delivered.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
This Washington 7, 49ers nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
21. Hey, go.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A gain of 3, second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Like 80! 11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Tight ends on the loosey.
21. You got 4.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Haskins will throw. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The 50-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From midfield now, Haskins. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action now. Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the carry, it's Love. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, 49ers nothing.
Third down, here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And 7 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65.
Get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Wilson, the ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Love. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Robert Foster there to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At
their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Love. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down, technically. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Love. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. 49ers nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
The 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Returning it, Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer, because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But, boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Trying to toss play to Love. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 49ers' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 8.
A big play there. 45 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Third and short, McKinnon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, McKinnon again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Here's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
11.
From the 35 on second down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This one caught right around the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 28 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he knocks it through.
It's Washington 28, 49ers 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Love. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 31.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 1st down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And the ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the yard line.
Now it's Haskins. And that is caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle there to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch the hands, yeah. Squeeze, double. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". 3 buzz. Hey. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. 3. Jumper.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Let's go. I got you. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. No, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Open man is born. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
13. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, gun.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by